Okay, now we're going to look at some of the routing design scenarios for the transit gateway. Now, this diagram, which left-hand side, we have 3 VPC, and they have the VPC attachment attached to the transit gateways. On the right-hand side, we also have the VPN attachment. We have the transit gateway, which is attached to the side-to-side VPN through the VPN attachment, and the attachment to the peerings towards another transit gateways in different regions, and also the direct connect attachment connect to the AWS direct connect. So the routing table is like this. Now on the right hand side of VPC, they're going to the default route. Obviously, we're going to route back to the transit gateway, and if the traffic will go into the premise, they will through the transit gateways. The first hop will be transit gateway, and then we are going through the either direct connect or through the VPN gateways. If they need to route back to the VPC4, they are going through the transit gateway peerings. This is what we call the inter-VPC routings. Another routing is on this scenario, which is really internet outbound ingress. We call egress traffic. So the VPC 10.10.1, the default route is point to transit gateway, and transit gateway default route is point to the transit gateway attachment, which is 1 and 2. And transit gateway attachment, their default route is point to the firewall or other security appliance. Obviously, the security appliance, they doing the inspection here, and their default route is point to the internet gateways. And on the firewall, if the traffic is going to the VPC 10.1, you are going through the transit gateways. There's a couple of things we need to be aware of. First of all, the transit gateway ENI elastic network interface, which is they're doing sort of attachment and attached to the VPCs. Second, internet gateway. In the scenario, if the private VPC they need to go through internet, sometimes they need to connect to the net gateway, and net gateway we're going to point to the internet gateways. Okay, here's another scenario, which is you're going to have multiple VPC on the left and multiple VPC on the right. So left VPC, you're going to have 10.1 and 10.2. And 10.1, if the traffic is going to 10.2, you are going through transit gateway. On transit gateway, obviously, we're going to have attachment, attachment to it. ATT1, ATT2. And ATT3, basically, that's for the the firewall inspections. So if you look at the scenarios, if the traffic need to go from the VPC1 to VPC2, you are going to the transit gateway. And transit gateway, we're going to look at the routing table and see, okay, the routing table by default, we're going to the ATT3 attachment. And ATT3 attachment, the routing table, we are going to forward to the transit gateway attachment on the security VPC, and in this case, it's either ENI1, elastic network interface 1, or ENI2, which is elastic network interface 2. And in the ENI1 and ENI2, the default gateway is point to the firewalls. On the firewalls, in this case, there's no internet and gateways. So firewall just do the inspections. After inspection, firewall, we're going to route traffic back all the way to the transit gateway. So in this case, we're going to point all the look at the traffic, we're going to the transit gateway. On transit gateway, we're going to look at the traffic and route back to the VPC2. So we finish all the transfer gateway, direct connect gateway, and side-to-side VPN gateway and a virtual gateway discussion scenario in this chapter.